That's Gucci. Alright, what's up, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, baby, representing Team Kings of Games. And today I'm coming at you guys with the update for 60 card Pure SHADDOLL Gasoline. This deck is super fun. High key broken. It's definitely meta. Its ceiling is crazy high. SHADDOLLs are better now than they've ever been in the past. Like, goodness gracious, I was holding on to the dream forever with Prediction Princess SHADDOLLs. Like, when Construct was banned, just still trying to make it work. And finally, dude, Pure is good enough, like, where it's actually viable. I love my list so much. It's so explosive. It's so fun. Like, even the brick hands are broken. Like, it's so fun, dude. I love this deck. It really is in my top 5. Before I start, a few things. We do have merch. So in the description, if you just press the arrow, you'll see I have PayPal, Patreon, and Cash App, which are 3 ways you could directly support this channel through donations, even if it's a small amount like 25 cents. A little bit adds up, you guys. And also, I have t-shirts. I have merch, Team Kings of Games t-shirts. I have mediums and larges. So if you guys want to help your boy eat, I would greatly appreciate that. But even if you don't support my channel directly, even if you don't donate, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna show the spice and all that, but it also means that I'll be less obliged to, you know, take my time out of my day literally for an individual. That's one thing. Like, people who do donate, people who do show love, I don't mind stopping what I'm doing in the middle of the day to do something for them because they've done the same for me. So it does come with its perks, just like Patreon. Like, when I do finally get a certain amount of patrons, I feel like I should start doing specific content for patrons because those people deserve a little bit more because they take the extra step. But without the way, let's get to the profile, you guys. So yeah, first off, these are cards I can experiment with. This is something I'm still on the fence with, so don't think that I haven't considered these. These are here for a reason. I'm really just gonna probably put Anointilus in the extra deck for the mirror match. For countering, it just counters so many cards. Like this card, it shuts down the incarnation for the mirror match, so it just makes it a lot easier to deal with the grind. It has its applications outside of that where it's really strong. Like, it stops revivals and it stops spamming from the hand as well, so it's high-key slept on. It's really good with the Buster Whelp and the Window Lock. Grista is probably going to be in the side deck. Still on the fence about Wendigo, so those are cards I'm still debating on whether I play. But yeah, you guys, let's just get into the main deck. So since I've done profiles on SHADDOLLs in the past, if you guys want super duper in-depth, just look up first place undefeated SHADDOLLs or first place win-a-match SHADDOLLs under my channel, Team Kings of Games. You'll find more informative and in-depth and definitely more intuitive just for the card choices so that you guys can understand, because before I show you this deck, it will look like a lot of these cards are bricks and you will think that it doesn't work. But I've also made a lot of believers out of people that didn't really even want to play these cards, and now they do. I literally started it. It became like a trend. So I want to say that just to warn you, because you're going to see some unorthodox, some spice, but some cards that look like they don't work, but they really work even better. And they make my deck a lot more flexible, and it makes this like more toolboxy than your average SHADDOLL deck or even Invoke Dolls. This is why I chose Pure and why I chose 60. So let's get into the profile, you guys. Starting off with 3 Mathmans and 2 Spirit of the Fallens for the normal summons. Mathman by far is the best normal. I have like 20 plus combos with this card alone. He's insane. Like, he's an exceptional standalone card. He baits interruptions going second. He can out back rows. He can deal with problem monsters. He kickstarts your engines. He can get you your light attributes. Any doll you need. Spirit of the Fallens more for the spice also. It's a powerful normal summon. It searches any SHADDOLL monster you want it. I was considering the Tindangle engine too, like when that new Tindangle comes out. It's really good. Tindangle Angel's a great card. Honestly, she just has so many applications in this deck. She's a really powerful normal summon. She's level 4 for Dweller too, so really important. These are the 5 normal summons. They allow it so where basically it's like you have 5 extra copies of any SHADDOLL combo piece you need, like any SHADDOLL monster, really. And then let's get into the dolls, right? I'm not going to take too much time because I've already explained this multiple times. And like I said, if you want more in-depth, look up those profiles that I said. Just rewind to the video to that part where I was saying about those videos where you can find them on my channel and you'll get a lot more. And there's helpful SHADDOLL combo tutorials, and there's also even duels on my channel. So there's plenty of doll content to keep you guys at bay. So anyways, starting off with the best SHADDOLL monster, Squamata. Its Baby Construct sends any SHADDOLL card from deck to grave. And it's the equivalent of opening Wendy. It's the equivalent of opening any doll, honestly. It even lets you dump your fusions, and then you can add them back off core, and it's just broken. It's just so good. And you can even dump core. Like, I've done plays with this where I'm playing against Dragon Link, they negated my El SHADDOLL fusion. I normal Mathman, dump this, use this effect to send core to add the El SHADDOLL fusion from grave to hand. I can activate it again because they negated the activation with Borlo Savage. I'm like, yes, let's go, let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! So this card is just really nice. There's a lot of flexibility with it. So many interactions I can explain, but I don't want the video to be this long because I already explained so much in the other profiles. 3 Wendy's, you got to maximize on these right here. So 3 Wendy's, 3 Hedgehog. These are your primary dolls because they get access to any SHADDOLL monster realistically. This could search it, this could special it, and this can just dump the Hedgehog to then search them. So it's like, it's just too much goodness. It can even dump Wendy. It literally is baby construct. It sends any SHADDOLL card. That's why Squamata is still the best. It's still. And then the Mapman, the Spirit of the Following. This is like your consistency. These are your combo pieces that are the good 3-ofs that you want to see. So these can make your brick hands playable. Even if you didn't open Wendy plus a light and an L, which, you know, everybody knows how to play dolls when they open a good hand, but like these help your bad hands to make the deck always playable, so you're not just like, set pass, you know? You don't want to do that. This can search out the light attribute doll, so you can make construct. It can search out Wendy, search out Squamata. These cards are all interchangeable, so when you break it down, I got 3, 5, 8, 11, 14 Wendy's, or 14 Squamatas, or 14 Hedgehogs, or actually just 14 of any SHADDOLL monster I want. This accesses the SHADDOLL monsters, this accesses SHADDOLL monsters, this does, so do these. So it's like I have 14 of any combo piece I need. So that is very consistent. And also consider the fact that these, at the same time, all of these can act as a light. This can special the light doll. This can send Hedgehog to search the light doll. Hedgehog can search the light SHADDOLL. This can dump the clowns or just search the light SHADDOLL. This can search the light SHADDOLL. So all these also make construct plays. That's what you guys really need to understand. Like, these contribute. So basically, if you open a fusion spell and a combination of one and this or any of these, you have the combo. It's really, really consistent. Even though it's 60, even though people say 60 card decks don't work. I don't know where that mentality came from. I think it's really because people just don't play 60, so they don't think it works. But get out of that net deck mentality. Get out of that bubble. Stop, like, I don't want to say sheep because that's really offensive, but stop doing what everybody's doing and find your own way. Become your own duelist. Be your own person. You will find that there's a variety of possibilities in deck building, period. That's what I want you guys to learn from this channel. I don't want you to just copy everything I do. I want you to mimic my mindset and be more open-minded when you're building your decks, because you guys will learn that Yu-Gi-Oh! Will become a lot more fun, and you'll have a better... I guess you'll just have a better time when you're building your decks too, because you'll be like, dang, I can try this, I can try that, test it, and you're like, wow, this really works, and like, high key is broken, right? That's how you get your spice. And then 3-piece, it's the worst, best 3-of. I'd rather not open it, but it still is one of the better SHADDOLLs to fuse off with. That's why I max out on it. It's important to have names, because I have a ton of ways to get fusion spells. Really, all you need at that point is dolls. And then I'm still playing 3 copies of Ariel. Very similar to these, after turn 1, Ariel can access any doll. What I love to do with it is I actually use it to banish my own fusion monsters, like my constructs, my Opclones, my Windas, and other doll cards, even like Wendy herself, just so I can bring them back off Ariel mid to late game, off its flip effect, and I can just turn it to a 1-card combo. So I love 3 Ariels. I love the triple DD Crow. It's prevalent in the mirror match. It's good in so many matchups, the triple DD Crow. And I love 3. Like, if you play 1 like everybody else does, then you'll have a problem where if you draw it for turn, then you can't even send specially off Wendy, and then you can't even do the cross sheep combo. So just by playing 1, you also limit yourself. So I just really think that it's important at 3. I know some people are scared. Some people have even wrote this off as a bad card. I've seen deck lists that have topped and have been successful without playing any Ariels. I still don't think that I would play any listed 3 Ariels. This is my conclusion and in real life experience. And you might come to different conclusions, but that's the beauty of testing it yourself instead of just, you know, doing the copy paste thing. Definitely test the ratios. Like, I wouldn't say build my deck card for card and just go to a regionals. I want you to test it yourself. You might cut cards and be like, hey, 3 stacks, this worked out, but I really feel like this worked better. Then I'll be like, dude, that's perfect. That's what I want you to do. I want you to find your own way. We have 2 copies of Dragon. I think it's necessary to have multiple copies. I think that's the flash going off, but that's all good. It's necessary to have multiple copies of Dragon. One's just not enough. This card's just so good against back row decks. It's really good against everything. Dragon's just a monstrosity. He's an aggressive card. We have 1 Hound for the grind. It lets you add any doll card from your grave to your hand. It doesn't apply like any restrictions, so you can actually add a spell or trap or monster, or even put your fusions back to your extra deck. It also could change the battle position of any monster on the field, which includes turning a face down SHADDOLL monster to face up. So it lets you flip your cards on the turn that they're set. So it's just like Incarnation in that aspect. That's why I really like Hound. You have to play it, honestly. You don't have to, but you should at least try it out before you write it off as a bad card. You can't really say a card's bad if you never tested it before. We have 1 copy of Falco. I cut it down to 1 just to make room for the Buster Whelp. And then I play the one Kaios, the best worst shit all. It's a light attribute. That's the main reason why I play it. Its effect comes up for OTK pushes because I don't play Boral Sword, so this is how you can really go for the kill. But mainly, it's a light attribute, and his artwork is sick, yo. He looks like Xerxion from the Evil Swarms and like Sombre from the Constellars mixed together. He's just really cool. But just playing him, you can make Construct in Archetype. So then Hedgehog can be combo because they can search this, and this in turn makes Construct. So, you know, you should try it out at least before you write this off as a bad card. Because even Invoke Dolls, like, still don't play this. Like, I've seen so many lists, like, they just don't, you know. Even before the Winamat, the first time I showcased my pure list, I was talking about on that profile how I've seen so many lists that don't even play Patchwork, don't play the Lunalights. That's how I knew. I was like, okay, this is going to be a thing. Team Kings of Games are going to start a trend. That's how I also knew that people really still weren't trying new things. They were sticking to the same cookie-cut 40-card list of dolls, you know, just doing what everybody else is doing. But there's so much you can do with Shadolls. You can play Lightsworn Shadolls, you can play Thunder Dragon Shadolls, you can play Dagon Metafish Shadolls, you can play Paleozoic Shadolls, you never know. You can play anything Shadolls, honestly. You just gotta know what you're doing, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, try new things, you guys. Like, really, try new things. It's one of the best things you can do in this game is try new things without the fear of being shunned by the community. Who cares what the community thinks, right? Like, don't let them stop you from being great. Don't let people's opinions take or deter your decisions. If you feel like a card's good, just because somebody tells you it's not good, doesn't mean you shouldn't play it. You should still play it, because if it works for you, it works. 2 copies of Edge and Chain. The card's just nuts. It's for the patchwork. It's for the spice, yo. This deck really is spicy, but the beauty is the spice not only works, but it makes the deck more consistent. I play one of each of these. This is all you really need. You can access them off of Shaddoll Fusion or Macman. The other thing is I don't have a problem searching lights because I play this bad boy. You have 14 ways to search him. He counts as the 15th option. And then I also play my Luna Light engine. One Luna Light Black Sheep. When Tiger gets banned, I'm just going to switch it for Wolf. The ban list isn't fully in effect to the first, if I'm not mistaken, but I still don't have Luna Light Wolf, so this, you could just pretend that this is Luna Light Wolf. What it is it's a Pendulum Luna Light that literally is a light attribute. That's all I cared about. So some people were even saying, yo, what are you going to do now that Tiger's banned? Somebody in my Discord said that he doesn't want to build 60-card dolls anymore because Tiger's banned. I was like, Tiger's not even a Luna Light card. It was just literally just a supplemental engine. So that Foolish Barrel Goods can either search a fusion spell or a light attribute. Yeah, your boy 3sex came up with all of this, bro. Nobody even told me. Like, bro, this is why I really want this channel to blow up, man. Because it's like we do things so differently, and it's authentic. It's like, you know that we're not getting this from anywhere. This is from the heart and from the brain, you know. But this is Luna Light Wolf. Just replace Tiger with Wolf, problem solved. It's the same exact thing. Because all I cared about was it being a light attribute. And then I played the Buster Whelp. It's a proxy because I don't actually have it, but it's for the Union Carrier play, so that you can lock your opponent out completely with Winda and the Buster Whelp, and that's just like, hello, clapping cheeks. Mathman still outs that though. Like, if they equip the Buster Whelp to their Winda and I normal Mathman and I dump Shaddoll Hound from my deck to my grave, turn Winda to defense, I'm just gonna attack over the Winda, equip with the Buster Whelp, and take care of both problems. So Mathman, because I play this what you call a bad Shaddoll, the Shaddoll Hound, I can still out problems with Mathman. I can out Vanity's Fiend with Mathman. Like, Shaddoll Hound is so underrated. I don't know how much more I can tell you guys the card's good till people just finally realize it and try it out. Because I don't even see it in deck list still. Besides my own, of course. And, you know, anybody that net decks my list, of course. We have 3 copies of Patchwork to start off the spells. It's a +1. It searches any fusion spell and plus... I'm sorry, not any fusion spell. What I'm trying to say is it searches a fusion spell and a fusion material. And also, whenever you send your chain from your hand or your field to the grave, you can search another Patchwork. So you can even use Union Carrier to equip chain to a doll on your field, fuse with that or link with it. Chain will go from the field to the grave. You'll search Patchwork. So Union Carrier can even search out the Patchwork. It's crazy how these cards just are interchangeable with each other. 3 extra Foolish Barrel. Whenever you activate this, even though I play mid-range dolls and my boards normally look like this, I've explained so many times, I know that I can combo off, but I choose not to. This is what my boards look like most of the time. This, 3 back rows. El Shaddoll Fusion, Incarnation, and Shaddoll Core, plus these 2. That's what I love ending on, and I can get to that so easy because my deck list is really, really consistent, and it's kind of tailored to do that. But when I resolve this, I have to summon Appaloosa, Dweller, and Winda. Because I can't set L, I can't set Incarnation, so I can't really play more reactive. I like my main phase on my opponent's turn, right? But since this doesn't let me set, I have to combo off. So I have to do what I don't normally do. Because trust me, just because I don't combo off, it doesn't mean my deck cannot. It's just I'm using that, what they call the 2000 IQ play, and choosing to not combo off. because I just like it that way. I want to keep my resources. I don't really want to just be losing to Dark Ruler no more. That's why my boards don't lose to Lightning Storm. My boards don't lose to Dark Ruler no more. I'm not really worried about evenly because of how I play my cards. But when you activate this, I have to play the opposite of how I normally play. I have to go all the way in. Otherwise, it's pointless because I already can't set L. I can't set Incarnation. I need to have interaction on the monster field, in the monster zones. The rest of the foolish spells, these are all crazy. Like, this card can search Poly, it can search for Luna Light. The Wolf for a light attribute, it can search, like, it dumps Core to add fusions from graves. It's just really, really good. You can even dump Incarnation, Normal Your Math Man, just so many good properties of this card. It's a starter. It's broken. Foolish is all the foolish burial spells, man. And these can all be fusion spells if you need them to be. So theoretically, I played 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 fusion spells if you really want to count it that. 22 including this, 23 if you want to count the Edgem chains. Like, the deck is just really good. Like, more than 1/3 of the deck already is the fusion spells, and really you just need a fusion spell and DOS to go off. But these can also be fusion, they can be fusion materials or fusion spells, so they're a bit more versatile than cards like this. But obviously this can pay for itself going second. This is my favorite one. I love this. You can chain it to D-Barrier, Anti-Spell, you know, Imperial Order, Retaliating Sea. You can chain it to, you know, like almost anything. It's crazy. You could chain it to Dueler. If they didn't activate Dueler Shotgun, they can activate Dueler. You could chain this, Fuse. It's just so good. Like, this card is crazy, yo. If it didn't have that Lightning Bolt there, it would have never been limited to 1 in the past. It's broken. It really is. It's the best one. It is. It's how you play your... This is how you get your main phase 3 on your opponent's turn. 3 OG Polys, and then 3 Super Polys. I play Invoke Dolls. They summon Mecha Bowinda. Alright. I'm making Construct now. If you had an Appaloosa, I'm also going to kill your Appaloosa with the same Construct that I made because you left Mecha Bowinda thinking you were going to do something. So, this is really nice in the mirror. But when I play my Invoke Dolls... I'm sorry, not my Invoke Dolls. That sounded funny to even say that. When I play my Dolls, I really can't be Super Polyed until I start activating L and Incarnation. And I only activate those to respond to your cards. So, it's really hard to use Super Poly against me as a SHADDOLL player because I end on Cross Sheep, like most of the time. In Construct when I'm comfortable. But if not, I'll leave her in the grave and not use her effect to resummon her. Just leaving the Cross Sheep and the 3 back rows because Incarnation and El SHADDOLL Fusion can trigger the Cross Sheep and I can finish my board off on my opponent's turn. I just like it that way. It's my preference. So Super Poly really sucks against me. So does Dark Ruler no more. So does Lightning Storm. So does Evenly. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're like evenly in their battle phase. I'm like, okay, activate Incarnation, summon my fusion, you know, activate L, fuse with that, get all those. And then when they evenly me, I got my Incarnation and my L into the graveyard. All I'm going to do is just banish my Cross Sheep and then keep the fusion I summon. And I got all my cards in grave. So yeah, that's how I play around evenly, just by playing my mid-range board. And then one Nefe, one of the best fusion spells in the deck. You can make anything off of it. It's broken. You just have to play it. It's so good. Perfume for the goods. When you draw it, make off Cologne, Gravity Controller, pitch it, and then it's good to go. 3 Incarnations. You can't tell me that I'm going to play less. I love this card so much. It's broken. You can outgrind so many matchups. You want to use the Banish more than once. You want to activate it more than once. I love playing 3. And then Core. This card is just so slept on. Like, when I played against Dragon League, there was one of the best feelings ever. I activated El SHADDOLL Fusion. He negated it with Borload Savage. So then I normal summon Mapman, dump Squamata, use Squamata to dump Core to add the L back, activated it again, killed him. It was crazy. This deck is super fun. Let's go into the extra. So we've got all 4 of the constructs. Yes, make this construct, make these. These are baked. And this card is crazy. Like, once you make it, you just start plussing off of it. It's just so good. These are the best links in the deck right here. I'm gonna show you. These right here. Oh, I revealed the spice too early. Let me put that back. These right here. You get so much. Like, okay, it's not even marginal and it never really diminishes. You get so much advantage by just leaving Cross Sheep on the field. It doesn't even make sense. Never link off with your Cross Sheep unless you just want to be greedy. As long as you leave it on the field and keep playing with it on your opponent's turn, you just plus and plus and plus and plus. And they start to get annoyed. They're like, okay, you just have too many cards now. And that's the feeling that you want to have playing this list. You want to feel like you have too many cards. That's the best feeling ever. 2, I'm going to call this Apple Leonis on purpose. I'm going to call this Apple Juice on purpose. So somebody can try to tell me how to properly pronounce it. I don't care, bro. It's foreign in the first place. I'm going to call it Apple Juice, whatever I want to call it. Matter of fact, I'm going to nickname this Apple Leonis. 2 copies of Apple Leonis. I'm calling that on purpose. Apple Leonis, that's his new name. And then we have 2 copies of Winda, App Cologne. No, Apple Leonis. 2 copies of Winda is necessary. You got to play 2. Honestly, like I said, if you want more in-depth explanations, I have other profiles that I went more in-depth. 1 Shecky, she's still a beast. I cut Grista for the Buster Whelp lock. It's better with the Union Carry, just lock you out of your extra deck completely. We already, Cross Sheep, we know she's nice. Like, these links right here, they just get you so far. So I'll show the Dweller and the Oppo. These are just Mando. They're good meta calls too, but these links get you so much advantage, it's crazy. Just making Gravity Controller lets you plus. It turns Op Cologne into combos. You can just construct, dump Incarnation, Linker to Gravity Controller, and then if you can use this effect to put it back, oh, you're golden. Cross Sheep is broken. This card is just so nutty. Union Carrier can equip Chain, you know, Buster Whelp. There's just so many plays. You can even target itself, equip a Clown, fuse with this to make Construct and get the Clown. It's just really, really good. This is a card I really want to talk about. I want to talk about this card so bad, so let me show my side deck real quick so I can get to Behemoth Venus. 3 Lava Golems, 3 Chalice, 3 Dark World No Mores, 3 Evenlies, and 3 Denkos. I really don't need to explain these. You can side this almost every card of these. Like, if you play against combo, you can side nearly all of these. If you play against the Doll Mirror, you can pretty much side all of these if you wanted to. If you really felt ballsy, this entire side deck can be sided against the Mirror, especially if they're playing Pure. But anyways, Behemoth Venus. So what it does is let you send a flip effect monster from your deck to your grave to special summon a monster from your hand in face down defense to a zone it points to. When a monster, also it doesn't send for cost. So if you dump any doll off its effect, they will get their effect on a separate chain. And any monster that's flip face up in his zone lets you add, he triggers his other effect to add a flip effect monster from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. So you just plus so much of this card. You can recur your 1 of Falco, your 1 of Hound. You add from your grave too, so you can just keep adding back vast resources you burn through. The beauty of it also is it kickstarts your engine. You can dump Windy to special summon a doll to its zone, then trigger Windy to special another doll to its zone. So when those get flipped, you just start going out of control. The only reason why I didn't play this in the past is because I got rid of both my copies and gave them away to one of my friends. But you guys know I played this. Anybody that's watched my channel knows that Prediction Princess SHADDOLL is my jam for years and years and years. Before Construct ever came back off the ban list, before we even got the new support, I've been playing dolls. I never ever gave up on that deck. It's always been in my top 5 favorite. And this was played in my Prediction Princess SHADDOLL because it's so broken. So that's the only reason why I didn't play it in the past. Like, I haven't even seen this in anybody's deck profile besides like maybe this one after I upload it. But this card is just really, really, really broken. Sometimes it's even better than the SHADDOLL Construct. The problem is, you can't really make this under something because to get its effect, you have to special to a zone it points to. So you want to make it first and then start making cards under it. So that's the only situation where you will run into. If you want to make it, make sure you make it first before you do anything else. But also mid to late game, when you're fusing, you can fuse with your links to get those out of the zone because, you know, Master Rule 5. All your links have attributes that let you fuse with them, except for Oppo. So you can just, for example, make Union Carrier, fuse it off to a construct, and then make Behemoth Venus up there. So it still works. And that's just SHADDOLL deck profile, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching it. Like I said, these cards I'm still experimenting with. I'm not sure how I feel about them. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content. I'm going to say a quick prayer. You don't have to stick around for the prayer. Honestly, just cut off the video if it offends you. But our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Jesus. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done on earth, just as it is in heaven. Please forgive us. Please give us this day our daily bread, Lord, and please forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, Father, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the glory, and the power, forever. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, Yahweh. Amen. Deuces is wild, you guys. And remember, don't forget to get your Team Kings of Games t-shirts. I got mediums and larges. They're $25 a piece. I would greatly appreciate that, yo. Deuces.